Hey, y'all, welcome back to Kendra. Now, like always, hit the thumbs up, like my videos, hit the thumbs up if you don't. And remember to hit it when I get all notifications so when I post you, I have that notification at the top. Well, what we're going to be doing is, as we're getting close to the draft, so we're going to be more focused on the draft and football and stuff like that, as the draft is looming very, very closely and stuff. So, as a Bengals fan, it's very painful being a Bengals fan. It sucks being a Bengals fan. You know, this ownership is a disgrace. Mike Brown needs to sell the team. Duke Tobin, who's the player personnel, which essentially is the GM, just a cheaper version, he needs to be fired. Zach Taylor needs to be fired. So, but it looks like we add a couple defensive players in free agency. And then we're number 10 in the draft pick. Bengals, don't screw this up. I will be very angry if you screw this up. I will be very disappointed if you screw this up. Because as a Bengals fan, if you're a Bengals fan out there, you know they're going to find a way to screw this up, like always. So that makes me upset. You know, unfortunately, I'm a Bengals fan. I will stay loyal to my team. Obviously, I didn't really watch the rest of the season. There was no point. We were awful. We're not winning games. We're wasting Joe Burrow's career here, and it's a disgrace. It's a disgrace. So, of course, I'm going to be angry at this organization. So, I think yesterday we resigned Joe Flacco to a $6 million deal. I think 1 year deal, backup. You know what? I truly believe we should draft a backup quarterback this draft. I will talk about that later on during going live. So we'll probably go live later on this weekend talking about the draft and talking about the Bengals. And if there's any other team you want me to talk about, I will happily do that. You know, but as a Bengals fan, I know a little bit more about the Bengals than any other team. But and then look at Cleveland Browns. We'll talk about them too one day. You know, but you know that's a situation for another day. But you know, it's only fitting to talk about the Bengals right now. So Bengals, don't screw this up. Mike Brown needs to sell this team. We need new coaches and basically a new GM. So, yeah, simple as that. I'm not going to talk too much stuff. We're going to talk about that for another day about a player I really want drafted, but least likely to go to our team unless we get lucky. So, we'll see you next time. Bye.